Shabbat Shalom. I'm sorry to hear that. This is working. Okay. Ready when you are, I guess. Shalom, Tesobet, Benation Tam, Sekulat Hamoni, Shalom Belvet, Berov Shalom, Tesobet, Benation Sekulat Hamoni, Yai Lai 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 Lai.
Services haven't started yet.
You guys can we're just playing some music while we're the background music. What do you want to play? Let's pick something from so we have these amazing Elul prayer books tonight, Sidurim, and they're amazing. I highly encourage you, actually, because I've been spending a lot of time with Rabbi DeVore recently, reading, very intentionally planning our services and reading through these Sidurim, and they are magnificent. They're so different than our regular prayer books. They have these beautiful poems and amazing just kind of thoughts. So pay attention to the left side tonight as we're going through the service because it's fun. But all of our introductory songs are like...
We'll get to that one.
Want to do this one?
Yeah, sure.
They are much lighter to lift, that's true. Although weirdly, it's the same page numbers for a lot of it. So I'm like, I don't know, weird. We are on page, I want to say 3. Page 3. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. 3. We might as well sing Do Di Li, which is at the top of the page. And it's a wonderful way of welcoming in Shabbat. Is that please? Shani, Dohori, Ma'ani lo harawe, Basho Shani, Misotola, Mi Hamidar, Misotola, Mikuteret Moru Bebona, Dohori, Ma'ani Shoshani, Libatini, Achoti Chala, Libatini Chala, Libatini, Achoti Chala, Libatini Chala, Dohori Li, Ba'ani Lo Harawe, Bashoshani, Dohori Li, Ba'ani Lo Shoshani, Uri, Zafon, Uri, Teman, Uri, Zafon, Uri, Teman, Dohori Li, Ba'ani Lo Harawe, Bashoshani, Dohori Li, Ba'ani Lo
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We're still on page 3, actually.
And do we have a link for everyone at home, or are we?
Yeah, it's.
Yours?
For the book.
Yeah.
I will do that starting next week.
So for everyone watching from home, we will get our technology all coordinated. I didn't think of it until just right now.
I can do it right now.
No.
Yeah. Give me you
No,
guys sing
Michelle.
Rosie and I'll be right back. No,
All right,
watch
here we go.
how fast.
OZ with just Rabbi Deborah solo moment.
Ozi וזמרת ויהי לי לישועה. עוזי וזמרת ויהי לי לישועה. Why, pray tell, do we need a different prayer book on our live stream, and why are we holding a different one in our hands? I am so glad someone asked that question, or that I'm officially losing it and asking questions of myself now. How you know you're really ready for the high holidays? It's when you start talking to yourself and you answer back. It is because we have our special prayer book of the season out. I want everyone to know I have been hoping to do this for years. And although I had great intentions to do this for years, this is the first year we've actually made it happen.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woo!
Go
And thank
team.
you to Victor for pulling the...
Thank you, Victor.
By the
Wherever
way,
you
if
are.
you're watching at home, you can now click the link in the description box to download the digital version of this prayer book.
Beautiful. Wonderful. And can we just give a huge Shabbat shout out to my amazing team? Because the
shucks.
way you succeed in life is surrounding yourself with people who are more talented than you and then basking in their glory and taking credit for their work as your own. So thank you, my
Please
amazing
do.
team. I take no credit of their glory. They are amazing.
She should. It's all her
and
vision.
I feel so blessed to have Charlie and Michelle as my amazing dynamic duo. Michelle, you are amazing. Charlie, you are amazing, and thank you. And the things they do with their little iPad pads over there. I'm an old-fashioned paper and pencil gal. I can barely handle that.
One day, we're going to convince her to try it.
See, look at my nervous laughter. Even thinking
She's like,
about
yeah,
it.
no.
Eric Rosenzweig can tell you about the number of nervous breakdowns I had during COVID. That man deserves battle pay. So this is our Mishkan Halev, which means it's our prayer book. It's our prayers for the month of Elul, but it's our gateway to the heart. This is normally we use this at Slichot. Slichot is happening, by the way, on the evening of
September 5th.
Just amazing. See what I mean? September 5th, the evening of September 5th, we'll be installing our new board and changing our Torah covers from their annual robes to their holiday whites. And that's happening, that service is at 8 o'clock on September 5th, Saturday night. We hope you'll join us. It is absolutely my most favorite service of the year. And so we always use our Slichot book, but if you look, what does it say? Prayers for Slichot and the month of Elul. So happy Rosh Chodesh, everyone, because we have left the month of Av behind, and we have entered in the month of Elul. And so each week, I hope to share a few words with us about Elul. I'll do that later in the service. But this is our month of spiritual preparation to really begin focusing, because this is our last month, this month of Elul, before we enter into our month of the High Holy Days. And so we have a special prayer book to help us get ready. And every year I think right as Elul is ending, oh shoot, we should have used our prayer books that month. Next year. And last year we actually wrote a memo into the calendar for this year. And so I'm so proud of us tonight for being here. So at home, again, this prayer book can be found in the notes section.
Description.
Description of the YouTube channel. And so we're going to continue in just a moment with a reading. But first, a little bit of business before we enter really into the focusing of our spirit on Shabbat. Our mitzvah of the month this month, thank you, Social Action Committee, is supplies for special delivery for home-delivered meals and the food pantry. Special Delivery San Diego is a nonprofit organization that provides free, nutritious meals and groceries to homebound individuals in San Diego with critical illnesses, as well as food pantry, as well as being a food pantry for the community, and a specialized diabetic program. So we are collecting the following new non-food supplies to support Special Delivery's specialized program. We are looking to collect Ziploc plastic bags, sandwich, quart, or gallon size, plain brown paper sandwich lunch size bag, size number 8, like my feet in high school. Microwave safe rectangular meal prep and food storage containers for single meals, the kind that are black with the clear lids. They may have 1, 2, or 3 compartments. And plain large plastic t-shirt and grocery bags with handles. Plastic t-shirts?
No, plastic bags.
Plastic, or that must be a typo. Plain large plastic or grocery bags with handles. I'm assuming the word t-shirt is a typo. We're all here to learn together.
It's a size bag.
Oh, that's a size bag. Okay. Just bring bags
Oh.
for delivery. Please bring your donations to the White Social Action Barrel in the lobby of the Temple office building. And we have a wonderful bar mitzvah to-be student with us who is also doing collecting for his bar mitzvah project. Gavin, would you like to come and share with everyone what you're collecting? I didn't prep you or warn you that I was going to do this to you, but as long as you're here, we will set up a box in the lobby and you can ask people to bring, and they will bring. So do you want to tell us what you're collecting?
He's my best student ever. Just saying.
Gavin let me call him the wrong name for an entire weekend at family camp, and he didn't correct me because he's that nice. What was I calling you? Gabe? I was calling you Gabe. All weekend. Okay, Gavin, Gabe, speak right into the microphone.
So I'm collecting supplies, diapers and menstrual supplies for people, for refugees in need. So
You can bring them to,
and you can bring them to the office lobby,
and you'll get them to the families.
and you'll get them to the families.
You will get them. It's okay, you did great, you did great. I gave you no warning. Good job, Gavin. Let's give him some love and support. All right. These are often items that are not available at food distribution and food pantries, and so Gavin, we're really proud of you. Those items were women's
Diapers.
health, diapers, menstruation supplies, and baby wipes. Baby wipes, yes. Okay. Gavin, thank you. We will make sure to buy those en masse and bring them to the office and let you know when they're ready for pickup. So thank you for doing that great project. Are there any other announcements?
The Kum sits tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, we have a great synagogue event. We're doing Havdalah and a kumsitz. If you don't know what a kumsitz is, it sounds like the word yukum, to be with us together. And you sits, and we sings the musics of the peoples, of the Yiddish. But we're going to be doing English and Hebrew and everything in between, and it's going
And
to be
there's
great.
free dinner.
And dinner for free, because we want to encourage congregants to come hang out with each other and do fun things. So join us for that. 6 o'clock, I think 6 p.m.? 6
Starts
p.m.
at 6.
Yeah. So let us know if you're not already signed up, and we'll add you to the list so we know how many people we're ordering for. And with that, we're going to turn now to page 6. Let's read together Elul, an island in the year. Before we slip too quickly into the season of the soul, let there be a Sabbath of Sabbaths for the heart. Before the music of creation's majesty, let there be a silent praise of existence. Before the feast of sanctified words, let there be a poetry of solitude. Before we enter the palaces of prayer, let us find within ourselves a place of calm. Before we revel in the wondrous and sublime, let there be an honest inward gaze. Before the rites and ceremonies of awe, let there be quieter days, an island of attentiveness. Page 8.
Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai ota avakesh. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai ota avakesh. Shivti beveit Adonai kol yemei chayai. Lachazot benoam Adonai l'raker beheichalo. Lachazot benoam Adonai ulevaker beheichalo.
We come now to our candle lighting on page 10. I want to invite up I'm going to call her our artist in residence, Arlene Miller, to come and join me on the bima. I know you had no idea I was going to do this to you. I'm going to invite up Jill Norris to join her, who's on her committee to help her. Do we have any, and I'm going to invite up Claire Fritz, Claire Fritz to come and join us because you have been the steward of this beautiful project. I'm going to invite up Barbara Pollock to join us, who has been helping to manage, direct, steer, guide, edit, direct. In just a moment, we'll light our candles, but we have a living art project here that has been one of the beautiful defining, I would say, heartbeats of our temple community. And as with all living things, it breathes, it contracts, it breathes, it contracts, it inhales, it exhales. It goes through generations, it goes through changes. This year, we're going to be expanding our project and taking it internationally. Many of you know that our synagogue is going to be joining with the Federation for our second San Diego Federation mission to Israel in May. And our hope is that we're going to be expanding our panels and creating more panels for our synagogue, but we're also going to be introducing our tapestry of healing with and for our partners in Sha'ar HaNegev. And so we're going to be having a number of artist hangout evenings where we're going to be able to get together and come and create either for our panels here, or creating healing panels and imagery for our partners in Sha'ar HaNegev. And then when we travel in May, we're going to be taking it with us and bringing it there to bridge the miles with fabric, with art, and with song. And it's going to be beautiful, and I will cry. And that it should surprise everyone 0%. And so I'm so excited that we're launching this. It's going to be a great undertaking. And so many hands have literally created our panels, sustained our panels, and hold up our panels every year. And so I just wanted to honor the progenitor and I'm going to say Ema of the project and its maintenance and sustenance all these years and its ongoing expression as it will continue to grow and thrive. And this is something that belongs to all of us and is stewarded by an amazing team of visionaries. And so we hope that you will allow yourself to tap into your inner creativity this year and join us in the creation of a square.
And if anybody wants to if anybody would like to be part of the panel that we're gifting to Sha'ar HaNegev, to please contact me, because we need 18 squares of healing wishes that generate healing for the people that have been so impacted by October 7th.
Now, I will share that Arlene and I are in a grand debate because I think we're going to be able to complete more than one panel. And she's hoping we create at least one panel. So we shall see in May when the flight takes off how many panels are on board. Let's blow our minds. And let's bring light into the world. All right. It's a little crooked like all of us. Eileen.
Eileen, that way.
I'm a little wonky. Can you bring the light to us?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
Beautiful. And if you'd like to join me in the reading, let's read this reading together. Come and join me, ladies. On page 11, it says before, but we're rebels here at Temple Emanu-El, so we're reading it after. Yeah. In the beginning. In the beginning,
emptiness and chaos, a great darkness over the deep. The Spirit of God moved over the waters, explosion of light, the long chain of emerging life. Behold, it was very good. These candles evoke the very first light. Out of the darkness came reason, purpose, consciousness of beauty, the power to discern and do what is right. Let us hold the light in our hearts. Let us bring it with us into the darkest corners of creation. Where there is pain and fear, let us offer the light of love.
We continue on page 13.
Lechu neranena, yai lai 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 lai, lahadonai, yai lai 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 lai, nahariya, yai lai 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 lai, letzur yishenu. Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lechuneranena, yai lai 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 lai, lahadonai, yai lai 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 lai, nahariya.
Page 22.
Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmi Emanu-El Adonai echad u'shmo echad Shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Verse 5. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באור קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כי אדוני אלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. פני שבת נקבלה.
We've welcomed Shabbat. Let's welcome each other. Turn, make new friends, say hello to the old friends, and share something you're grateful for on this Shabbat. I'm grateful for both of you. And the best Shabbat prep day ever.
Ever. And hi to everybody at home. Hi, Mom
I'm
and
grateful
Dad.
for everyone who's watching us at home. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'm grateful for Starbucks iced tea.
Oh.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
Page 26.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Boreom belayla, golel or mipnei choshen, golel or mipnei choshen, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Page 28. Nope, page 30.
Sorry,
It's okay. Page 30.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, hukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shofteinu u'b'kumenu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu be'orach yameinu, u'bahem negeh yomam v'layla.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed.
Let's turn to page 35. Let's read at the top of the page together. V'ahavta for Elul. You shall love the ones who are close, with all your heart, with all your spirit, with all your strength. Remember these words, inscribe them on your heart. Love them when they struggle, when they sadden and disappoint you. Love them when they fail. See the good within them, even when they can't. Look at them and listen, even when it's hard. Be grateful for their guidance, even their reproof, when they save you from yourself. Love them when they give you joy, and love them when they don't. When you lie down, let go of anger. When you rise up at dawn, begin again. Praise them for their deeds at home. Speak to them in public with respect. Bind yourself to the one you love, with promises kept and vows fulfilled. Open to them the gates of your heart, the doorway of your soul, and let them know you. So shall the ones you cherish feel your love, your presence, and your care. And on page 36, it concludes, be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. Thus will you become holy to your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Go forward to page 40 for our Michamocha.
Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar ba'kodesh, Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar ba'kodesh. No Tehilo, oh say Mele, no Tehilo, oh say Mele, Adonai Yimloch le'olam va'ed. Malakutecha ba'ubanecha, bokei hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'eli anu ve'hamaru, Ze'eli anu ve'hamaru, Adonai Yimloch le'olam va'ed. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar ba'kodesh, Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar ba'kodesh. No Tehilo, oh say Mele, no Tehilo, oh say Mele, Adonai Yimloch le'olam va'ed.
Bum, bum.
I think he made you wait for that one.
Definition of mercy. And on page 42, speaking of mercy, we ask God for God's shelter of peace and resolved chords.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'ha'amidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
Page 46. שמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ביני
ובין
ובין
בני ישראל עוד היא
עוד היא
עוד היא לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים והארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ביום השביעי
שבת
וינפש שבת
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Oh, now I feel like it's Shabbat. We come into our place of intimate conversation with God. Sometimes that happens in a forest. Sometimes it happens in a jazz club. Sometimes it happens in the waking hour between 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. when we are awake and alone and having all of the thoughts of the world tumbling through our head. And sometimes it happens when we're sitting in traffic, really having an intimate conversation with God. That's the beautiful thing about our Jewish tradition. It teaches we actually don't have to come to the synagogue to pray, although you should come to the synagogue to pray so that we can be together, because that's what the community part of our Am Yisrael, our people Israel, is all about. But really, we can be anywhere because God is everywhere and God is all of existence. And so we don't have to have an intercessionary, an intermediate person. We can just access eternity at any moment that we choose to. But in this particular moment, surrounded electronically, immediately, physically, by our friends, by our family, by our community, by our people, is when our tradition teaches that we can achieve our deepest levels of connection. Because being together, we feel that energy, we feel that connection with each other. This is why our tradition describes that Shekhinah, God's dwelling presence, is present. It can't happen unless we come to be side by side. We are the hosts who welcome God in, who welcome that energy in. And it happens when we show up for one another. And so with gratitude, I say, thank you for being present, to allowing people, our community, to achieve our deepest and our highest and our greatest together. And if we're able, let us rise now to have these moments of private conversation together, alone, but surrounded by a family.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach, uvi hagite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Damcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Damcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon, Kol Shalom. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת בכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם.
There's a classic Jewish teaching that says that the Jewish holidays come neither early nor late, but right on time every year. It is, of course, the Gregorian calendar that is either early or late. And we know this is true because we can watch, and the pomegranates should ripen exactly on time and be ready for Sukkot. They know to follow the Jewish calendar. The same is true with our Torah portions. Our rabbis teach that each one comes exactly at the week that it is needed, and that each Torah portion comes with some essential message to teach exactly at the moment that it is needed when it falls throughout the year. This week, our Torah portion is Parshat Shoftim, which comes with the laws that we are commanded to set up our court system, to regulate our court system should it fail by setting up cities of refuge, and to work to maintain, to preserve systems of justice, even when our systems of justice falter and prove themselves to be not entirely workable or somehow fallible. I know it's difficult to imagine that court systems, once established, might prove fallible. Can anyone imagine such a scenario? Shocking, shocking, I say. And yet, part of the timeless wisdom of Torah is that it teaches us that the moment we create a system, it is bound to have fallacy in it. Any system purporting to bring justice into the world is bound to represent some form of injustice. One of the greatest examples of this is that the minute that the laws of inheritance are established, the daughters of Tzalafachad in another Torah portion immediately come forward and say to God, "You really got this one wrong." Now, in other times when people challenge God so boldly and so directly, what usually happens? Plague, plague, more plague. Sometimes God changes it up and has the earth open up and swallow people whole, occasionally instant death. God likes to get creative with the meting out of justice. But with the daughters of Tzlafachad, God actually says, by Jove, they're right, these smart girls. And so what does God do? Changes the law. But then the tribal chieftains come running forward and they say, no, 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 no. It's like a scene out of a Mel Brooks film. Mel Brooks had good material to work with. And they say, if you change all of this, it's going to ruin the patriarchy. God's like, fine, we'll negotiate. And so they come up with a negotiated system where no one is happy and everyone walks away dissatisfied. And so according to lawyers, that means justice has been done. Why do I raise all of this tonight at Parshat Shoftim? Because cities of refuge have to be established with the understanding that sometimes even our wonderful court system, established by Moses' father-in-law, are going to leave people exposed to violent retribution and to unjust justice. The minute we begin establishing laws, what we realize is not everyone is ever able to be present when the laws are written and created. And so no matter how much we struggle and strive, our court systems are never going to be completely correct. And part of what we have to do is to establish a system that is able to be adjusted and changed so that as we realize the injustices, we can adapt and rewrite the laws as is necessary. This is why we have thousands of years of Jewish laws on the books. This is, in fact, the very reason Judaism has survived into modernity, is because we are never commanded la'asot b'divrei Torah. We're not commanded to do all of the words of Torah. Instead, we are commanded la'asok b'divrei Torah. We're commanded to wrestle, to engage with the words of Torah, to study them, to wrestle with them. Indeed, the rabbis teach us to be aggravated by them, to be bothered by them. The rabbis are so aggravated with some words of Torah that they say, surely these laws could only have been put into the Torah for the sake of study. God could never have meant for us to publicly stone to death our willful and disobedient teenagers. Many of us would not have made it to adulthood. What are we supposed to do with reading Parshat Shoftim at the beginning of this month of Elul? And what is this month of Elul all about? Parshat Shoftim comes as a revision of laws that have already been provided, remarking and noting that already in the book of Deuteronomy, we are already having to make revisions of laws written in Exodus and even earlier in Deuteronomy. The work of revising Torah already happens in the book of Torah. The ink isn't dry yet, and they are already writing a second edition within the first edition. What an incredible legacy we have received from our ancestors and from the hand of God. This is one of the most under-commented on and greatest strengths and greatest gifts of our Jewish tradition ever. People ask all the time, what is the secret of Jewish success? What is the secret of Jewish survival? What is the secret of Jewish longevity? And I say that in addition to the gift of Shabbat teaching us about our own self-worth, it is this knowledge that we have the right to challenge even a law from God when it proves itself to be unjust, and that we understand from the long and deep study of Torah that not only do we have the right to challenge a law from God when it proves itself unjust, but we actually have the obligation to change even a law from God, should we come in our study and in our lives to understand that it is unjust. Laws are meant to be an ongoing governance and negotiation and conversation between ourselves and divinity. Should they stay static, we might wind up running afoul of the very ethical nature that God calls us to live. Why does God need Moses as a partner? Because God knows that even God needs an accountability buddy. That's an important word, accountability buddy. Does everyone have an accountability buddy? This is a best friend who can look at you in your worst moments and say, I love you, and because I love you, I'm going to tell you something that you don't want to hear right now, which is that you're wrong. And because I love you, I'm going to say it to you privately, and I'm going to pull you back from the brink before you destroy yourself and everybody and everything that you love. That's a true best friend. And if you don't have an accountability buddy, you need to find one right now. That's your job for the year 5787. The project of the month of Elul is to do the spiritual work and the preparation that we need to do so that when we come to Rosh Hashanah and the Yamim Noraim, the days of awe, the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, you guys, that's the last minute homework crisis. Anyone wait till the last minute to do your homework? Anyone wait until the last day that your car lease was up before you decided what to do with your car? God, my hand keeps going up for the worst things tonight. The Yamim Noraim are the last 10 days. We're supposed to be doing this work year-round, and especially during the month of Elul. Elul is the call to consciousness, to say, do the work now. How wonderful that we have the book of Shoftim as our Torah portion this week to call us to consciousness, to say, where do we begin this work? On a societal level, by looking and asking ourselves, are the laws of our land just, or do they need to be rewritten? What if we just put a law in place last year? It doesn't matter if we put it in place last year and realize that it's terrible. Guess what we need to do this year? Edit, rewrite, come up with a city of refuge if we realize we created a huge problem, and then fix it. Write new laws next year. Every lawyer in the room is nodding their head and thinking, I can lawyer that situation. Shoftim comes to say at the beginning of Elul, if our society is not just, our work on Rosh Hashanah will be inherently incomplete, and our work on Yom Kippur is also going to be incomplete. But I'm going to say that it begins us a little bit backwards, and I'm going to call for an inversion. Ready for my field technical foul? There's this beautiful teaching. How do we create peace in the world? It's a big job. So how do we create peace in the world? Where does it have to begin? Yeah, it has to begin with us. Where do we start? With ourselves. So first, if we're going to make peace in the world, everyone, we have to start with ourselves. We have to begin with Shalom Balev. Everyone say Shalom Balev.
Shalom Balev.
Peace in our hearts. If I don't have peace in our heart, how good am I going to be as a partner in making peace with the people who are in my home, who are in my immediate family? Probably not the best. And then once we do that, once we do the work that we need to do to make peace here, by the way, you don't have to physically be living with people to have them be in your home. Who's in our home? God's in our home. Good answer. Who else is in our home?
The Uber Eats delivery man.
Our DoorDash driver and our Uber Eats delivery person. People who are employed by us, people who work for us. What about our besties? Anyone have any besties who are like your family? Anyone have pets who are your family? Who you like more than your family? Anyone have pets that you inherited from your children who might need rehousing? No. Anyone have people who are in your home even though they have a different address, but you still consider them a part of your household? Yeah. We get to define where our house is. And sometimes our house is from here to Timbuktu. And sometimes our house is here and down the street. Our house is defined as broadly as we choose to define it. So we have to make peace, Shalom Balev, and then we make Shalom Bayit, peace in our home. But we can't be running around telling everyone else in our family to get their act together when we don't have our act together. Are our family members receptive to us when we do that? Not so much. So Shalom Bayit starts with Shalom Balev, and then Shalom Bayit, and then who's outside of our house? Our neighbors. Has anyone seen on social media all of the videos of unhinged people going out into the world being unhinged? I don't know if this existed before social media, but we have certainly done a good job of documenting it since social media. Sometimes it's funny, but most of the time it's just awful. People being mean to each other at drive-thrus, at gas stations. Restaurants have a hard time hiring people now and retaining people because people are so rude to them, to their waitstaff, to each other in grocery stores. In every public encounter, people are increasingly aggressive and unkind, ungracious and undignified. If we do not have peace in our hearts and peace in our homes, we cannot have shalom kehilot, peace in our communities. And when we don't have shalom kehilot, peace in our communities, what hope do we have for making peace in our world? Shalom ba'olam. None at all. I don't know how to fix the world. And you might be surprised to hear this, but President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu don't call me in the morning for advice.
Their mistake.
It is shocking. President Obama didn't call me either. I know. I write nice emails to them all the time. Sometimes I shout from the rooftops and they still don't call. President Bush doesn't call me. He didn't call me. Prime Minister Bennett didn't call me. No one's calling me for national advisement. I think I have a lot of good ideas, but they don't call. So until they do decide to call, I have to consider where I do have influence. I have to start here. And then I can work on here. And then I can work on here. And maybe if I can get this right, and I can get this right, then we can have this be right. And other people might join in. And to quote the great Guthrie song, Alice's Restaurant, why, friends, we might just make a movement. The Alice's Restaurant anti-massacre movement, where we start here and build a whole movement based on peace and not accepting responsibility for garbage that we dump off a cliff. But that garbage that I'd like us to dump off a cliff, for those who know the song, Alice's Restaurant, let's not have it be actual littering, because that was bad. Maybe just getting rid of the yuck in our hearts and letting it go. The anger that we foment when we listen to news broadcasts that are sarcastic and cruel and get our dopamine up by making fun of those with rivaling political views. That would be a great thing to let go of in 5787. And instead of spending time doing that, call a friend who's lonely. That's a much better use of time. And instead of wasting time scrolling on social media, listening to some good music or going to a concert, or watching an old movie that's funny with a friend. You hear what I'm getting at? Social time with actual human beings in person. COVID's over, everyone. Let's unvelcro ourselves from our chairs. Elul, the month of Elul, our rabbis teach. Does anyone know what the name means? Our rabbis taught it's an acronym. It comes from Solomon's Song of Songs. And the words are, Ani ledodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. And the first letter of every word in that sentence, Ani, Aleph, ledodi, Lamed, v'dodi, Vav, li, is mine, spells out Elul. Our job in this month is to remember what it would mean and what it would take to turn ourselves back to our beloveds, our beloved being ourself, our household, our neighbors, our community, and then our world. That's the work of Elul. so that when we get to Rosh Hashanah, our Yamim Noraim can be so stress-free. All we have to worry about is asking Renee Zoffel how she makes the best tasting honey cake in the world. She'll never tell us the recipe. Is worrying about visiting our neighbors who might need a visit during those 10 days. Is worrying about, how do I get into the choir next year, Michelle?
Just show up.
For rehearsals? Is worrying about, how can I learn to play guitar as good as Charlie?
Possible.
Practice, practice, practice. Same way you get to Carnegie Hall. Is worrying about, who do I want to be in this year 5787? Is it an angry person, or is it a person who has done some healing here and here and here? Parshat Shoftim reminds us it is never too late to rewrite that which has been written, even if it is a law of God. Let's start rewriting our laws. Let's start focusing on what we can fix and not worrying as much about what we can't fix. And let's start with our hearts so that we can move our way through the layers. Ani ledodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. May this month of Elul be a time of renewal, a time of inspiration, a time of healing, and a time of great spiritual awakening and preparation for us all. And with that, I'm going to ask us to turn to the words for our new month together. It's the end of the prayer on page 64. Let's read this as a preparation for our Aleinu prayer. I'll say it in Hebrew first. I'm going to ask us to rise for these very important words. Actually, we'll begin on page 62 in the English. At the bottom of the page on Rosh Chodesh, we say these words. May a memory of us ascend and come before you, God of all ages, together with memories of our ancestors of Jerusalem, your holy city, and of your people, the family of Israel. On this first day of the month of Elul, may we be remembered for safety, well-being, and favor, for love and compassion, for life and peace. And on page 64, Zochreinu Adonai Eloheinu bo l'tova, we say,
Amen.
Ufogdeinu vo livracha,
Amen.
V'hoshienu vo l'chaim.
Amen.
Eternal our God, remember us.
Amen.
Be mindful of us.
Amen.
And redeem us for a life of goodness and blessing.
Amen.
Favor us with words of deliverance and mercy. Show us the depth of your care. God, we await your redemption, for you reign with grace and compassion. And may our eyes see your merciful return to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato l'tzion. Blessed are you whose divine presence is felt again in Zion. We conclude now with our Aleinu on page 78.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula liotzer breishit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu b'ne'emar b'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom haku Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
You can be seated. We come to our place of sacred memory as we recall those who we have lost recently and those who we have lost at this season in years past. When I read the name of your loved one, we invite you to rise and stay standing so that we can acknowledge you in your time of loss. On this Shabbat, we mark that we are in Shiva, the first week of mourning for Joseph Whitstam, father of Mickey Whitstam. If anyone else is in Shiva, the first week of mourning, we invite you to rise and share your loved one's name. We mark that we are in Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning for Eleanor Mitrovich, mother of Dan Mitrovich, beloved community member, and someone who played bridge weekly with Rabbi Benj, and whose personal goal it was every week to beat him, and left disappointed sorely if she didn't beat him every week, but it gave her a lot of energy to keep going. And so she is missed personally by Rabbi Benj and by all of us who are part of the bridge group. Not me, I can't play bridge, but she was a lovely lady, and I did enjoy watching her beat Rabbi Benj. And Evelyn Fritz, beloved aunt of Claire Fritz. And Michelle Emmy, beloved friend of Laura Stratton. If anyone else is in Shloshim, we invite you to rise and share your loved one's name. And Susan is your sister. And if anyone is in Shana Rishonah, we invite you to rise and share your loved ones' names.
Judy Becker.
Bennett Deer.
And on this Shabbat, we mark the art sites for Betty Asher, Sonia Glass, Alicia Ladin, Sydney Resch, Edith Sheldon, Maurice Spear, Suzanne Wallach, Judith Benkiki, Betty Kaiser, Mark Shapiro, Phyllis Levine, Jimmy Puplow, Leslie Fisher, Minnie Fritz, John Kopes, George Metzger, Philip Sarfan, Jenny Gold Aliber, Samuel Bloomfield, Sam Cohen, Sidney Dankoff, Fern Hall, Al Levine, Michael Cummings, Maxine Elmont, Bernard Godis, Harriet Freed, Michael Yellen, Abraham Harold Mosenson, Loretta Rose, Dustin Shapiro, Richard Shore, Jean Gale Rogers Harris, Esther Friedman, Marilyn Satloff, Olive Weber, Michael Whitty, Mel Bartell, Ted Schulman, Sidney Greenwood, Larry Finnegan, Abner Fritz, Max Goldsband, Giddel Rateblatt, and Hermie Siegel. If there are any names to be added or names to be corrected, we invite you to share them with us. If it's your custom to rise with the mourners, we invite you to do so. Our Kadisha tome is on page 86. Together, we offer this psalm of praise in their name as we echo the goodness of our loved ones into eternity through us and our words and deeds and actions. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divarach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon u'vyom echon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam l'olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudashah b'richu,
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Hamakom yinachem ethem b'toch sha'ar avlei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May God console all who are bereaved amongst our homeland and our people, and together we say,
Amen.
Zichronam livracha, may the memories of the ones that we have loved and lost continue to be a source of blessing and inspiration for all of us. And tonight we're going to conclude our service with our beautiful song prayer, Olam Chesed Yibaneh. It's on page 92. This is really what my words were tonight, and how great that we were in sync. We didn't even talk about it ahead of time, and our brains were and our hearts were there. So page 92, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, let's build this world from love.
Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yalalai, Yalalai, Yalalai. 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 I will build this world from love. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. And you must build this world from love. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. And if we build this world from love, yalalai, 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 then God will build this world from love. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai.
Shabbat Shalom. Please
Shabbat
join us
Shalom.
in the lobby for Oneg and Kiddush. I almost said please join us in the Oneg for Kiddush. Join us in the Oneg for lobby.
I mean, it just means delight, right?
Right, please join us in the delight. It's okay, I just couldn't lose my train of thought.
I absolutely, but I think a lot about these things, and one thing that I do is at the cashier, the checkout stand, I look at the name tag and I say, thank you,
And then say
Barbara.
their name. Nice.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
beautiful. I
It
love that.
makes a big difference.
It does.